got real quiet, so hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Welcome.
Are you ready?
All right. Welcome back. Last week we left everything kind of on a bit of a cliffhanger. To recap, the ladies are further into this underground cavern of the cannibalistic gnome barbarians, where a large stone statue and a reddish basin of what looked like blood were being treated as though they were something to be worshipped. And what's happening is one of the things, the statue is talking to Orkilia in her head, apparently, it seems like, unless she's having a bad trip. The blood turned out to be actually an ooze, a blood ooze, and it is currently after Penny, who has, however, charmed the gnome shaman who is defending her. The gnome chieftain has withdrawn ways to just kind of watch and see what happens. So things seem not terrifically dire inside, except that the girls are half paralyzed right now. That throws a little bit of a spanner in the works. The boys, however, are all out in the massive cavern that is the gnome city or town or village or however you want to call it for barbarians. And they have just been ambushed and surrounded by upwards of 200 clearly unfriendly barbarian cannibal gnomes.
Are we actually surrounded, or are they just are they starting to pop up and we there's a difference between them starting and us being like, oh shit, and having a chance to run, and then them being like, oh shit, they're actually all around us. Yeah.
They I had you guys roll for this prize and stuff. This is a coordinated ambush. And so yes, you are surrounded. Okay. They all came up at once for a coordinated attack. So when we get back to you guys, there will be some initiative rolling happening. All right. So, but first, we're going to go down and we're going to start with the ladies. And there's just a certain accidental irony that the boys and the girls are separated like this. Okay, ladies. We had some initiative already rolled last week for this, and we are at the top of the round where we have going first, Penny.
Okay.
Penny, you can move your arms and your mouth, which means you could cast. Your legs, however, are still paralyzed. However, at the top of your turn, you can roll another Constitution save.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll another Constitution save.
All right.
I did my turn down.
Yeah, DC is 16.
I didn't want to do it. DC is 16. Okay. Sorry about this. Hold on. Oh, okay. A 16, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a 16. Exactly.
All right. Now you can move another one of your legs. You can crawl.
Sweet. Can I? So I can.
You could wild shape, except you would,
shuffling.
You'd be limping. Yeah.
So I can stand up?
You could.
On one leg and
Yep. So as you'll notice that each one of these saves, you get another thing free, but not your whole body.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
So that's how it's been through the whole thing. So
yeah.
So, but yes, you could actually stand and you could actually hobble away if you wanted on your one leg. Like the hunchback of the.
Okay, if I was to hobble away, who's the next closest to the ooze thing?
Next closest to the ooze would be Jasmine.
Okay.
Jasmine and the shaman.
Okay, and it's an ooze. Can I roll a knowledge check to see if I can remember what oozes are, if they're weak against anything?
You can, although you've never heard of one like this, but yes, you can.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's
general oozeness.
Completely accurate.
General oozeness.
But I could try.
No. Okay, roll.
Would that be nature or just knowledge in general?
That would be knowledge nature.
Okay.
Or knowledge dungeon, either one.
Okay. That's a 15.
Okay. You don't know what this ooze is, but you know that in general, oozes are resistant to things like acid, cold, fire, those kinds of things. That some oozes can dissolve metal. You don't know if this one can or not.
Okay.
But that's what you remember. For somehow you're not really quite sure when you've ever encountered an ooze. You don't remember, but that knowledge just kind of teases at the back of your brain.
Okay. Is the ground made out of some like a hard rock, or is it kind of a dirt? Because we're in a cave system right now, aren't
Right.
we?
It's this particular room is stone.
Curses.
A similar kind of stone as to what the statue's made out of.
Okay. I'm going to hold my action until the ooze either gets to me or gets to somebody else, just to first see what happens. But I am going to say to the shaman guy, help me. And I'm going to reach out like, help me up, please.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Next is Orkelia, but Orkelia, do you mind if I
Yeah, that's fine.
sit? Okay, because there's something else going on with you that's different from
Yeah.
them.
They're always good.
All right, next would be Jasmine.
How far is this thing from me?
This was not a huge room, and it's heading towards Penny, but you guys have positioned yourself kind of on each side. So it's
Okay.
probably about 10 feet from you.
Okay.
So not very far, but not melee range.
Do I get to make a roll to see if I can
you
release a
want to.
leg?
If you want to. Constitution save DC 16.
Yeah, I want to. Constitution.
Yep.
A natural 20. That would be 26.
Awesome.
All right, because it was a natural 20, I will not just give you one leg, I will give you both legs.
Okay.
You know,
Run,
for
bitch,
like your
run!
double. Yeah. So now you can actually like get up and move. Oh my God, it
yeah.
feels so good.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, she's going to get up and move away from this thing. Is anything in range of it that is Penny that close to it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely heading towards Penny and the shaman who's beginning to move over around to her. He was up closer to where you are,
Okay.
but he's crossed to go help her for God knows why.
Okay, but he's helping her right now.
Well, it seems like that. You're not really sure. The
Okay.
chieftain has retreated and is watching from like the entrance to the cavern, and Erkilia is just standing there with a very bemused look on her face.
Okay.
But she's kind of on the opposite side from you.
Okay,
So she's
she's not
furthest
in
from it.
immediate. Okay,
Not in
she's
immediate
not in
danger.
immediate danger.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up first of all because I can.
Yay.
Okay, and then I'm going to back up 10 feet
Mhm.
and magic missile it.
All right. All right. Okay, roll me your damage.
Okay, that would be 4 and 5 and a 2.
Okay.
So 11 points of damage.
Woohoo.
Does it actually look like it's?
And oddly,
Yeah, that
unlike
was
your
with the
fire
plus
that
one.
you threw, did you throw
It's
the fire? Or
actually-
did Penny throw the fire?
I threw it.
You
It
threw it.
was
That's what I thought.
it was a flame thing. It's a
Yeah.
cantrip she can do. Yeah.
And it didn't. The flame, like you could see it scorch up, and it didn't really seem to kind of half buried itself in the ooziness.
Mm-hmm.
And but the magic missile, it just goes in, and it's a nice, satisfying, meaty thunk before the little energy bolt dissipates. And so it feels like maybe it really hit it.
Okay. I'm trying to
Okay.
keep an eye on what else is going on in the room so that I don't get like
Okay, well,
attacked.
and you do have a
but
move action now that you've done your regular action. You want to move
She did
away from
move
it?
back
back
10
further?
feet.
Okay.
But yeah, she is going to back away from it. Definitely.
Alrighty.
She's moving toward Penny.
Okay. So the next person that you see is the chieftain, and he is standing back with his back against the entrance to this chamber with his arms folded. He doesn't seem particularly scared of this ooze or what's going on or you guys or anything. But he is watching you with slitted eyes, like he's trying to figure out, or he's trying to suss out what's going to happen. And, but so he's clearly holding his action. The shaman, however, the shaman. Hang on one second. He begins to mutter a little something. And he doesn't rush right up to the ooze. Instead, he kind of sidesteps around it, does a quick glance at the statue, like he's afraid of it, and then actually casts his own spell at the ooze.
Yay.
And he casts also a magic missile.
I'll take it.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah.
He failed once again his roll to break out of the charm.
Good.
Yeah. For you.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. More damage. All right. And now we're going to move over to Orchilia. The rest of you, if you would go away for a sec.
Oh no. Oh, this level of we're gonna get to okay.
Yeah, this level of getting to Orchilia. So this voice has been going on in your mind. It's a deep, kind of gravelly voice. Doesn't seem to be something that makes you afraid. Clearly by the way that you've been kind of sassing it back, you know, as Orchilia does. But the voice doesn't seem to get angry the next time it speaks. And it says again, do you know what you are?
I'm telling you, man, that's a real deep question. Like in my soul, do I know what I am? I mean, I like to think that like I'm a happy, peppy kind of person who wants to help people. Like, you know, do we ever really know who we are as opposed to what I am? I'm definitely an orc.
Last
Look at me.
child of the last of the Unchanged. Do you
Yeah.
know what you are?
Last child of the last of the Unchained. That sounds like a metaphor for something. And hold on, no, I'll get there. So like last child. So like I'm the last of like the people who have a mentality of a child in this world that is dying. Okay, got it. And then like the Unchained. Well, I mean, we're all kind of chained up in this world, right? Could we ever really be who we want to be? Are we open? Are we wonderful? Is that what you're gonna get that right? Yeah. Yeah.
Child of Nargon. And wait, Nargon. You've heard that name before. Roll me an intelligence check to see if you remember where you heard it before.
I'm gonna go with she won't. Hold up. No, that's a 4.
All right. That name just, it seems really familiar, but you're not really sure why.
Remind me again who Nargoth, Nardal, Narcissus, Narudal. I don't know who you're
Last
talking
child of the last of the Unchanged Nargoth. You must bring us back.
People keep telling me I got to do a whole bunch of things that I don't fully understand. There's like a whole system at work that it feels like everybody knows a lot more about than I do.
Do you know what you are?
Well, I'm an orc. I don't know what else that question's supposed to be.
Do you know what the orcs were? The voice is getting softer as it's getting more like detailed.
What the orcs were? I mean, based on, I guess, what I saw in the cave, kind of slaves.
And he says a word. You don't know what it means. But you do know what the last part of it means. Dernakalfen. Something elfin. Elven? Something elven.
Dernanafen. Nime elfin. Meh. What are you trying to tell me?
There's silence for a moment. And then the voice suddenly gets very loud, and you feel like you need to do me a charisma save, DC 17, or begin genuflecting.
Or begin what?
Genuflecting.
You said charisma?
Mhm.
Well, that's a 14.
All right. You feel that you can't stop. It's like, you feel like you are in the presence of a god. Something so powerful and so big as the voice gets very loud. And it says, find out what you are. Last child of the last of the, and then he says that long word with Elven. Whatever Elven. And the voice, and it feels like it's echoing inside of you and outside of you in the whole room, like everybody should be like, and you realize that this thing, this voice, whatever it is so powerful that it's not, I mean, you've seen dragons, you've dealt with alchemages, you've dealt with, but there's something about this that's different. This is the word that keeps coming to your head, God, a God. A God that wants you to know what you are, last child of the last of the Unchanged.
Couldn't you just tell me?
And with that, you find yourself freed. And you can actually fully move. And you are fully present with the rest of them in this chamber with the Ooze.
Well, I'm up, and I'm gonna do what Orkelia does best, which is grab Penny and run.
Okay. All right. So now we get back up to the top of the round for the initiative, and that's when you'll get to do that. Penny and Jasmine, you can come back. Okay. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the guys for a minute. Okay. We're gonna go see what's going on.
Oh boy.
The secret of the Ooze. All right, so boys.
Yeah.
You were wandering, you were tracking those girls, you were coming knights to the shining rescue. Down into the dark in the, and stuff, when all of a sudden, with all of the screeching and all of the yelling, it's just like it was clearly coordinated, because they just popped up around you. A sea of little vicious beasties, otherwise known as, barbarian gnomes. And so they got surprise on you, but they haven't attacked yet. Instead, they're screaming and yelling and banging things and generally looking like they're trying to be scary. So everybody gets to roll me an initiative.
Okay.
$16.
14.
7.
I can't read it. Oh my God.
1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Suddenly my 7 doesn't seem so terrible.
Well,
Uh-huh.
does that mean we get somehow a surprise round? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. We get an extra.
So what did you roll, Rob?
14.
14 and Cross?
23.
23, of course. All righty. So Cross, they've popped up. You guys are like, well, you are clearly a ways from where you saw the little dark hole on the other side of the cavern where tracking seems to indicate that the girls were taken. There are a number of gnomes between you and that. There's gnomes on the side. There's gnomes, and they've even popped up and moved into close ranks behind you. So what do you do?
I'm going to make a sleight of hand check
Okay.
to open the box and put it onto a Ramiel's hand, so he basically involuntarily gets sucked in the box.
What?
Oh!
Dude, this box and me are not friends anymore.
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, you know what?
Dexterity, I'm
Pulling a
screwed.
penny.
It's not a very sneaky move considering it's been done before a few times now.
Okay.
So you'll need to roll a sleight of hand, and Rob, you're going to need to roll an insight to see if you can figure out what he's trying to do so you can avoid it.
I get to go.
Damn it.
Oh.
Shit.
A 19 on the die.
Oh.
What did
Oh,
you roll,
God.
Rob?
Got a
19 on the-
13 total.
Okay.
And he hasn't added his dex in yet. Oh.
Okay.
That's a plus 10. That's a 29.
Okay. Cross just like pulls out the box and turns towards you. And you're like, why the hell are you pulling the box out now? That makes no sense. All right. So, Cross, what do you do exactly?
Well, the whole thing was like, I don't
Yeah,
think
to
he
get him-
sees the box. He just
Yeah.
sees me like look at him, and then suddenly his hand is in the box, and he's like, "What?" And then in the box.
Yeah, in the box.
Or Rob, you can decide whatever you want to do, but that's what I imagine.
Yeah. Well, with that kind of roll, yep, Rob goes into the box. Ramiel goes into the box.
But right as I'm about to go, I'm gonna look at Cross with like, how could you?
Trust me, it's for your own good.
I'm
And
pretty
I
sure he
close-
doesn't hear that.
So
And then I close the box, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide in plain sight.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm gonna look right at Grib and be like, "You know what to do." And that is a 16 plus 13. It's another 29.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah. That's-
Okay. So you do manage to hide Grim, you don't know how he does it. It's just like weird. It's like magic almost, but it's not. I mean, you've never seen him actually do magic of any kind, but it feels like magic because you're
Right.
looking at him. He puts Ramiel in the box. He looks at you with big eyes and says, "You know what to do," and then it's like you blinked and he's gone, but you were looking right at him. You don't know how this works.
Later. And
But before the end of my turn, since I'm going to make my full movement towards the cave.
Okay. So 30 feet,
40 feet.
40 feet. That's your normal, not double movement.
No,
Okay.
because I have the scout. Oh no,
Okay.
I have mobile right now. The scout later will give me an extra 10, so I'll have 50.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Alrighty.
move 40 feet towards the cave.
All right. And now it is Ramiel's turn, but Ramiel has gone out of
I'm so sorry. There's a reason.
wow.
You know, my whole action is just gonna be screaming profanities up at Cross.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is
Like-
fair.
Ugh.
I don't think we have any small children in the audience today, so we're good. Okay, now we go to Grim as Ramiel goes out of initiative and gets to enjoy a nice little, rest and
snack.
relaxation
It's-
time. Unless of
I-
course Cross dies, in which case then
I'm sorry.
Then I spend eternity in the box. Then Cross, I swear to God. All right, you guys
I
do your
mean,
thing.
You'll be completely provided for.
until you die of old age.
And you got friends in there. I mean, there's people in there.
Yeah.
So, they are currently hearing some words about you.
Grim transforms
Okay.
and immediately roars the loudest roar he could possibly
Roar.
roar.
Okay. Okay, you managed to start shaking rocks loose from the ceiling. That's what I just rolled. So you guys will have to deal with that coming up this next turn. All right, you roar the most, and the gnomes, all of that screaming, yelling that they were doing goes silent. Much like that.
And Grim will start beating his wings and going up. I'm not sure how high the ceiling is. You said it was a big chamber.
It's a very large chamber. I mean, a whole village lives in this chamber. The ceiling is probably a good 50 feet high. So still not real high for a dragon, but
Right.
you could get, a little ways off the ground.
Okay. Yeah, he'll get off the ground, and I don't know if you want an intimidate.
If that's what you're trying to do, yes.
Yeah. He's trying to get their attention so that Cross can just go.
Okay.
So, intimidate. What is my intimidate? Is it good? I don't know. Oh, no, it's not.
Okay. You're a non-intimidating dragon.
But I rolled a 17, and that's a 4 on top of that, so a 21.
Okay. All right. Well, that is definitely very intimidating. You roll their saves. Going to roll for each quadrant, each quarter. Okay. Well, the grouping kind of around to the front and to what you would consider your left side of your wing, they completely look cowed. The one to your right's they look scared, but they're drawing bows. The ones behind you guys that had closed you off from your retreat back to the outside, flee.
Okay.
Screaming in little dwarvish or gnomish voices.
Then he will keep beating his wings, probably
Okay.
at the ones that are drawing weapons on him.
Okay. And is that the last of your?
That's
all you can do?
That's all I can do this round.
All right. So now the gnomes. Okay, and I'm rolling for each quadrant so that I'm not rolling 200 times. I'm only rolling 4. So the ones that are actually drawing bows on you do actually loose them at you. What is your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay. Well, the wind of your wings is just knocking the arrows all out of the way, and not a single one of them lands at you. It's just like, but the dirt from the ceiling, Cross, Grim, it's just like falling past you from your big roar and from the wind that this place doesn't get wind. This is underground. So Cross, there's rocks and things that are falling in your path. And so when we get back to your turn, I'm going to actually have you roll me. Actually, no, I guess it's right now because it's an attack. You need to roll me dexterity save to miss the rock.
At least this is the thing I'm good at.
Yep.
That's a 14 plus 10. That's a 24.
Okay. So you're running, you're hiding, you're booking it with your stuff, and then all of the rocks are falling. You're like, and if anybody could actually see you, it'd be very impressive, but nobody can see you, so it's not impressive at all.
Think of in the movie the Mummy Returns when she's running out to go save him and she's dodging all the rocks as they're falling. That's what I imagine.
That is exactly what's happening. And some of them are a little smaller. Most of them are smaller because it's new, but it's starting to get bigger. If this keeps up, there might be serious
chunks of the ceiling just
falling down because they're not used to this kind of
Nuts in the moon.
Yeah. All right. So now we're back to the top of the round with Cross.
He is I assume I have to maintain my stealth, but I am going to be just double moving as fast as I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to first roll my stealth. God damn it. Rolled my die landed off the table onto my computer. There we go. That's a 15 plus 13. That's a 28.
Okay.
And then So I'm going to actually, since I'm just maintain my stealth, I don't have to hide. I can use my cunning action to dash. So I'm going to use both of my actions to move and then dash. So I'm going to triple move.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 120 feet.
Okay, and you get the feeling that if you manage to maintain this one more round, you will probably make it to that entrance.
Okay.
Okay.
That is all I can do.
All right. Next is Grim.
Well, the ones that shot at me, I'm gonna light them up.
All right. Roll your attack, as it were.
So it's basically just 66,
Well, yeah.
and they've got to roll a dex save.
Mm-hmm. And you're only going at the ones that attacked you, right?
Only
So
the ones
far.
that attacked me.
All right. And what is the DC on the dex save?
DC is... Oh, I don't have that written down. Nice. Oh, it's my, with my charisma. So 16.
Okay. They just made that, so does that mean they take half damage?
That means they take half damage.
Okay, roll your damage.
Ooh. Okay. 10, 28 damage.
All right. So what you do is you get up there and you're in all of your draconic rage, you breathe out and fire cascades out into the cavern. The huts catch fire that are on that side. The gnomes that are right there. You see at the last minute that the ones towards the back start to run away, and that they don't make it. You crisp every single one. The fire rolls over them, and those tiny little bodies, all but one, which is higher level, blacken and scream and burn and writhe and then fall to the ground dead.
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, we have 2 more quadrants that have not run yet. The other one that's running, you can still see them as they're heading not just towards the exit, but off towards the sides. And you think maybe there's other tunnels or something that they're going for. You're not sure. You can't really see them in this cavern, but
Right.
clearly they know where they're going. Of the 2 massive groups of gnomes that are left, one of them are like, and you kind of clearly see this, they look at each other, they look back at the group, and you realize that not everybody in the group looks the same. Some of them are smaller, some of them are carrying little ones, and some of them move towards the front and take aim at you and fire, while ones towards the back begin to run. What is your armor class?
16.
All right. One group hits you. Since we're rolling as a group, all right. Each of those tiny little arrows, and a bunch of them go bouncing away from you, but a group of them right towards the center, they hit you. And they're like little stings, but they're like a lot of little stings. And you take 50 points of damage. from 50 1-point arrows.
Okay.
Okay. And now it is Cross's turn.
All right. Can I make a perception to like see any of that?
If you're looking back at him and not just running, absolutely. I'll let that be your call.
I know he's pretty focused, but I feel like Cross tries to be pretty much aware of most things. So I feel like at least he would maybe look at some point just to make sure he's not like dying. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll still roll a perception. Let's see. 7 + 7 = 14.
You're pretty focused on the thing, and he hasn't roared in pain or anything. He just roared at that once in anger, and you heard screaming, you've heard stuff retreating. You're focused on the doorway and getting there as fast as you can. So you don't really notice that those hit him because, I mean, he's high up, they're small. It's a bit of like a scene from King Kong with the helicopters and stuff and Kong up there. Anyway, so now we are at, but here's the thing.
All right.
Are you doing your movement again, your full movement again?
Yeah, he's like looks behind him, looks good, he's going.
All right, well, you get to the tunnel on the other side where you think they took the girls, and you see that it is a dark, small, twisty space that goes off into the mountain. Okay.
All right. And as a free action, I will take a torch out of my pack, but I can't light it yet. That'll be next turn.
All righty. Grim, ow! Like I said, it's like King Kong. And it's like, ow! That stings a lot. Like 50 times of stinging. Okay, what do you do?
Well, I don't think I can use my breath weapon immediately again. So I am going to, you know what? I'm going to go up to the ceiling above the ones that just attacked me. And I'm going to start ripping the ceiling down.
Oh, that could be dangerous, but okay. Okay, you go up and you start ripping the ceiling down. Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
See how much of it you get.
Oh, this is a pretty cool plan.
Okay, that is a 12. So 18.
All right, you do get some large chunks of the ceiling start to fall down. And are you aiming them, or are you just tearing?
I'm aiming. I'm just trying to get the ones in the front. I'm not trying to get the ones that are running away.
Okay, then roll me a to hit.
Okay. Do you want like just a strength?
No, just an attack roll. General
Well,
attack. Or like a hand-to-hand. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So, 27.
Okay. All right. You do manage to hit a fair number of them. You get a big piece of the ceiling, probably, a 15-foot across chunk of rock, which means nobody in their right mind could actually lift that except you right now. And you push it down and you're in rage, and it actually falls, and you see the gnomes underneath, and they're like, whoa, and it crushes them. Now, all that you see underneath that, as the others like are blown back or knocked back or recoil back, is like there's a hand and a spear and a few little rivulets of blood.
And he'll, if you'll allow it, he will try to intimidate again.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you're pretty intimidating, so go ahead.
Oh, no. That's an 8.
Okay. No, the ones that you would intimidate, you just crushed. So, it's kind of a fruitless moment. And
the rest suddenly become emboldened by their fallen comrades and turn to attack you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see.
I mean, it wasn't a botch, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no, it's just
actually,
that would have been ridiculous.
it would have been funny.
they would have do. Well, and that's what actually happens because there's not very many left. They're covering the retreat of the women and children, it seems like. So one last flank that has not been crushed or run shoots at you, but clearly they are unnerved. And with the fall of the rocks around you and the dirt from the ceiling from that, none of them hit you. They just, this veil of falling debris protects you, but also begins creating a nice little mound on the floor of the cavern. And from here, we're going to go over to the girls.
Be back. We're back. Dun,
All
dun,
righty,
dun,
ladies.
dun,
Okay,
dun,
top
dun,
of the round, Penny.
Yes.
Penny, that ooze is now getting within striking distance of you. Pretty close.
Okay.
What do you do?
I am going to.
I want to
Use
interrupt
my
real quick. I'm so sorry. This is a stream
ring.
situation. Wait,
Okay.
sorry.
Yep.
We need to stop and restart the stream because it's frozen on everyone's end.
Okay.
Oh no. It's okay. All right. Sorry, one sec. Stop. Stop. Hold on. It's taking a minute to stop the stream. Stop it. Sorry,
Dun,
guys.
dun, dun.
We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back. Yes. There we go. Okay. now
And
we're
it stops right where I have a double chin and everything. It just can't win.
There we go. Okay.
Yay.
3, 2, 1. Streaming again.
We're back.
Yay. We're back again.
And now we're back. From
And
outer
for
space.
real back.
We just locked in and found
We have no viewers again for just a second.
Oh, well, hopefully they'll come back.
They will hopefully come back. Yes. All righty. But we're going to continue anyway. Oh, there they are. Nice. Hi, everybody. We're back.
Hi.
Starting up with Penny. Penny, Ooze is coming at you. Shaman is coming towards you, hopefully to help you. Jasmine has moved away from you and cast a spell at the Ooze. And Orkilia was looking kind of like dumbstruck and just now was just like, okay, so what do you do?
Okay. I'm going to use my ring to cast at 8th level dominate monster on the Ooze.
Okay.
Shauna, move your hands.
Sorry, I'm doing a thing. Sorry.
All right. And tell me what that does.
That says you attempt to beguile a creature that you can see within range. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. If you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. While the creature is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence. You can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. No action required, which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple and general course of action, such as attack that creature, run over there, or fetch that object. If the creature completes the order and doesn't receive further direction from you, it defends and preserves itself to the best of its ability.
Okay.
You can use your action to take total and precise control of the target until the end of your next turn. The creature takes only the actions you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't allow it to do. During this time, you can also cause the creature to use a reaction, but this requires you to use your own reaction as well.
Okay.
And then
All right.
each time it takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell.
All right. So, what is the DC on the wisdom save?
It's 17.
And it fails with a 13.
Yay.
Yay!
Sometimes
Okay.
failure is great.
Yay!
Sometimes for you. No, I'm okay. So,
Ring. Thank God.
and since
I have no other spell.
it's a dominate as opposed to a charm,
Yeah.
I will allow that to work.
Sweet. All right.
Okay. What do you command?
I command it to don't attack us, attack the statue.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there, so keep it there for a while until we can get out.
Until your end of your next turn, anyway.
Yeah, unless people attack it. Can I also say, because don't attack it.
Okay. And you could do a move action if you wanted to.
I'm gonna try and stand up.
Okay. All
Should
right.
I roll? Can I roll a concentration to see if I can get my other leg working?
Absolutely.
Yay. Work, leg, work. God damn you. Oh, that's a 15.
Okay. You do not.
God damn it.
You were so focused on dominating the ooze that dominating your own limbs came second.
I'm sorry, Ooze.
All right.
Priority.
So next is Orkilia.
Oh yeah, Orkilia's up and grabbing Penny and getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay, Penny, you like just go attacking the thing, and then all of a sudden, oh, you're grabbed
Yep.
from behind and moving very quickly towards the entrance, which is where the chief is.
Oh,
What's your movement, Orkilia?
I would believe 30.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. And Shauna, do you resist her grabbing you at all?
no, Penny's pretty used to this by now.
Okay.
She's,
All right.
she's
If
faster than me
Orkilia-
anyway.
If Orkilia doesn't pick her up, then she just becomes an animal and she rides it like
And
everybody. gets
Orkilia
picked
rides
up
her.
at
There
some
you
point.
go.
Exactly.
Okay. So Orkilia grabs you and runs for the door.
Jasmine.
Which is when the chieftain takes his held action.
Great.
And as you pass at him, I mean, he doesn't want you to escape, so he will strike at you.
Well, hold on, because I didn't say anything about passing him.
Yeah. Well, as you get to the entrance, that's where just
Sure.
where he's standing blocking it.
Yeah, I'd like to kick him in the face.
Okay.
Take
I
him
don't
down.
I don't know that you can attack, grab her, grapple, run, and then also do an attack. Because grabbing her would kind of count as an attack.
But I'm not attacking her. I see. I hear your argument.
Yeah. Next round.
Is there? There's not a lot of space in the entrance. I take it then.
No, it is not big.
Okay. Well, then,
Well, and you can run past him.
can I just try to run through him?
You can try to run through him, but you will get that attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, he's going to take an attack of opportunity. If I
Yes.
can roll, if I can just barrel over him as a giant orc, let's do that.
Okay. All right. What is your AC?
15.
Okay, he rolled a 17 on the dice. Let me see. And unlike the others, or some of the others, he doesn't have a club or a bow and stuff. He actually has 2 clubs. And he does hit with a 17.
Mhm.
Take 15 points of damage.
Did he take any damage from me just barreling through him? 'Cause he should.
No, because he's small compared to your medium. He's a different size. He's a gnome,
So wouldn't that mean if I step on him, it would hurt more?
which means you'd have to roll an attack to do that.
I see. All right. Well, he's going to take damage later.
Yeah. Okay, so you do take 15 points of damage and you can continue to run past him because
Mhm.
he's only about 20 feet away from you. And so you have another 10 feet you could go.
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to get away from the ooze and whatever was talking in my head.
Okay. All right. And now it is Jasmine's turn.
Okay. Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action. So I
Mhm.
believe that I can cast that and a cantrip.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is Expeditious Retreat. I'm going to head in their direction and I'm
Okay.
going to firebolt Mr. Clubby guy.
Okay. Roll your bolt attack.
Okay, that is a 14.
Oh, okay. His armor class is 16.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is
so I
that his
missed.
touch? Well, wait though. That's because
Oh,
it's a ranged
it-
touch attack.
It is a
isn't
ranged touch attack. Yeah.
Right. Let me look on here if I can find where is his ranged touch.
Firebolt's just a ranged attack.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shocking Grasp is a touch attack.
Okay. and it
Yeah,
looks
but
like-
ranged touch is like it's not a touch attack, but
Yeah,
ranged touch it goes beyond his armor is what
right,
that
which
means.
and the way that he is a barbarian, he's not wearing armor, and so it's still missed.
Okay.
So is his
I'm
AC?
I'm still running with them.
okay.
yeah.
And how far does Expeditious Retreat take you?
It takes me it allows me a dash action, I believe.
Okay.
And each of my turns I can dash
Okay.
until the spell
So
ends.
so that should get you pretty much right up with Orkelia
Yeah.
and Penny. All right.
It has the potential to last 10 minutes.
All right. And now it is the chief's attack. And he has a bounty of options here. And he chooses option number 1, which is Penny.
Aw. Do I look like a pansy to you? Wait, don't answer.
What is your AC, Penny?
It's amazing. You're never gonna hit it. It's 14.
Okay, he actually does miss with a 12.
Oh my god.
Mhm. Yeah. So it was, and then he screams and he runs away from you and in towards the room, towards the statue. So he actually leaves you guys.
Yay.
Since you ran past him, Penny, you can get an attack of opportunity.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. And what is the, oh, he rolled a 20. The shaman breaks the charm
That's fine.
and stuff as he was coming towards you, look at, and it's like, and he turns and looks where the ooze is moving towards the statue. And you would almost, he doesn't scream, but the look on his face makes you think that maybe he wants to, like, oh my God, and stuff. And he actually turns towards you or away from you, and he doesn't shoot at the ooze, but he runs back towards the statue. So both of the gnomes are running towards the statue. The ooze is moving towards the statue, and you guys have made it just past the exit into the tunnel, the dark, twisty tunnel right there, which Penny and Orkelia can see just fine. Jasmine, once you get a little bit further in, you will not be able to see because the
Running in
light
the dark.
from the bloody pool is not gonna go that far. All
I
right.
take it I'm like over your shoulder and looking at behind you, like do.
Yeah, it's like he's being carried off like usual. All right. So now we're gonna go back to the boys.
Really quick before
Yeah.
we go back to the guys, can I cast produce flame in my hand just so that Jasmine can see?
Since you're at the top of the round, when we get to the top of your round, yes.
Okay.
When we come back to you. Okay.
Okay.
And so right now we are back to Cross.
And we're back.
Mhm.
So I'm in the cave now, right?
You're in the tunnel.
Okay. Or the tunnel. We're in a cave, in a cave, in a cave. No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to light that torch that I took out.
Okay.
And then as I'm strolling down through the cave, I'm just going to open the box in my hand.
Okay. And then what we're going to do is get Aramiel caught up. Aramiel,
Yeah.
you're in the box. You're furious. You're screaming, shouting stuff.
I'm big
The
upset.
yeah, and probably 30 seconds passes of you screaming at the thing. Cross, how could you do this to me, Cross? And the components are all just looking at you like. The child at one point bursts into tears because you're screaming, and that's scary when you've been abused like that. So the child bursts into tears. Auntie Mog actually wakes out of her drunken stupor and sits up and was like, "What's going on there? What's going on?"
Well, now I feel bad.
Yep. And then and you have just enough time to feel bad for just a moment when the color of the smoke
Changes.
at the top changes. Lets you know the box is open again.
There you go. I'm terribly sorry, but I've got to go because I think that there's still 200 things outside. I have no idea what just happened again.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, just a quick apology. Auntie Mog is up, so she can take care of the kids, but I gotta make sure we're not about to die.
Okay. And you touch the fog at the mist at the top of the thing, and poof, out you go. All right. And you end up, you're in a dark tunnel that is illuminated by a torch that Cross is carrying as he's standing there holding the box. But you're in a tunnel. You're not in the big cavern anymore.
We'll look across and say, what the fuck happened?
Long story short, I'm faster than you. Grim's handling the thing. We're finding the girls.
Grim's handling what thing? How?
Don't ask questions. Let's
Cross! Well, if we're gonna trust each other and be a team, there's things I need to know as well. I can't keep being put in the box every time somebody doesn't want me to know something. This is ridiculous.
You know, in any other situation, I'd tell you, but I can't. So we're just gonna go right now.
Okay. For now. Tell me later.
Well, sure. And he's kind of like surprised that he just kind of gave up that easily, and he's just like,
listen.
All right, let's. Then he just keeps walking, and he's got the torch, and if anything, he kind of starts to pick up a stride. So I don't know if Ramiel's going to pick that, kind of slowly do it, kind of giving the idea that we're running now.
Okay, I hate to interrupt again, but we're still having that streaming issue where it's just flat out not working.
All right.
All right.
Woohoo!
Welcome
We're
back. We're back.
We're back. That's right. Huzzah!
Don't plug your internet into the potato, go around the potato into the fiber wall jack.
We do love our potatoes.
See, the problem is the internet is, or the stream is being run by people who love potatoes. So
yes,
namely
that is
Irish
lovers.
actually
Yes.
true.
Toast.
All right, and so we will get back,
Potatoes.
and I will be voice acting as opposed to camera acting for the rest of this. Potatoes are great, Jasmine. You are now my favorite. So the gentlemen are running into the dark of the tunnel. And what are you doing? You're just moving quickly, double movements?
Yeah, I can't triple move or else I'd get way too far ahead of him. So I'm staying with him.
Okay.
Man,
sorry.
pull me out of the box to leave me behind.
That would be kind of sucky, yes. All right, so you guys move into the dark. You're not quite sure how long this tunnel is, but roll me listen checks.
Ooh. I got a 2 on the die.
8 plus 15 flat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
Neither
bad.
one of you can hear anything in front of you. As you move further away, you hear the sound of gigantic, sounds like a landslide behind you, and roaring and all kinds of stuff going on behind you for a minute. But then as you turn a corner in the tunnel, it becomes a little more damp, as sound does underground. And fairly soon, you can't really hear what's going on behind you. And you move into the darkness. Grim.
Ah, me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Uh-huh. It is your turn.
Okay, so there's a mound now in between me and the ones that were attacking me.
There is a massive stone. It's not in between you and them. It's underneath you where it's crushed some of them. And the ones that were not directly underneath you are still there and able to fire at you. But there is more and more debris falling from the ceiling, which may or may not be a good thing.
Okay, Grim is going to try to grab the stuff that he dropped when he changed and head for the tunnel that Cross went down.
Okay, still in dragon form?
He's going to get there and then change.
Okay, so you take your move action back down to the ground, and you change, and you begin to grab your items. Roll me, or you know
That's
what?
not what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to fly down, grab.
So you're not changing. Okay.
Fly over to where that tunnel begins, and
Okay.
then.
Okay. We're going to do a little bit of a luck roll, high or low.
I'm always bad at these. Let's go.
Everybody is.
Let's go low.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
Of course. Always.
Which means all of the debris that's falling from the ceiling now, as you swoop down, some of it's beginning to hit you. You get the feeling that it's not going to just stop because you're not pulling rocks out anymore. And it has actually fallen on your items, which means it's going to take you a moment to grab them. I mean, you're strong, you're big, you can unearth them and stuff. You're looking, it's like, oh crap. But you're probably not going to make it all the way to the tunnel this round if you want to stop and grab your items.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'll go as far as I can.
Alrighty. So you get down there, you grab your items, and you turn to move towards the tunnel, and that's where we'll leave it right now. Okay.
All
But
right.
then it's the gnome's turn. All right. And there's a group and a half left. And the half group is running. The group, I have 2 different colored die that I'm using for each of them, so I can tell them apart. They fire on you. Since now that you're kind of closer down to their level, and they do indeed hit with a 17 on the dice, right?
That hits.
That hits. Okay. Fortunately, some of them have been squashed, so it's not quite so many. And it is still little pinpoints of 1, but you are going to take 25 points of damage.
Okay.
On top of your 50.
I'm good.
Okay.
Go tank, go.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Seeing you guys were so worried this would be so hard.
Still worried. Still worried.
Yes, the getting in is the easy part. And I will let you make it most of the way to the doorway as they're firing at you, but not all the way in. Now we get back to the girls. Since now we're getting kind of closer to being together again.
Come
All right.
together.
Initiative, Penny, what do you do? Penny.
Penny is muted.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast like the flame thingy in my hand,
Okay.
just so that
Jasmine can see. Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think it has to stay in my hand. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it'll last for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to hold any other action for if we get attacked again.
Right, for your Ellie mount.
Because I'm like hanging over. Since I don't have to run, this is good.
All right, and now it is indeed Orkilia's turn.
Can the shaman and folks still hear me? Like the guy who hit us if I shout?
Oh yeah. Well, you think if you shout, you think so.
Yeah. That's right. You go deal with your ooze, you stupid little monster creatures. Just casting vicious mockery just for the hell of it. So I get out of it.
Yes.
Okay, and what is the save on that?
14 wisdom.
All right, I'm rolling for both of them. Okay, one saved and one did not.
Great. Wheel. The one that did not is very offended by my harsh words.
Yep, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And shall take 4 damage.
Wow.
All right.
Sticks and stones.
Yeah, listen. She's displeased.
There you go. Ow! Ow! Ow.
Yeah.
You hear a little.
Why do I
log,
hurt?
like growl from inside, like "Arr!" But it's only small. It's gnomish size, so it's like
Now he
yeah.
hurts on
Good.
the inside and the outside.
Yep. And what do you do next? Do you take a move action?
We're just moving. We're
Okay.
hightailing it out of there. We weren't supposed to be in there in the first place.
Yep. Okay. So you move on into the darkness of the tunnel. Jasmine, do you anything before you guys move into the tunnel?
Jasmine is going to cast Prestidigitation because you know what that does. It can create light.
Okay.
Oh, yay. Okay.
So now both of you have light. There's 2 lights.
Yes.
Just
So
in
she just
case.
kind of thinks about this and, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, have some
Nice.
light. Okay. And do you follow
Oh, yeah, she's
Ophelia into
following.
the dark? All right.
Yeah. And
Which is not
she's
so dark anymore.
moving as fast as them. She's not trying to overtake them, but Expeditious Retreat should keep her able to be
Right
keeping
up with them. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're trying to stay right with them.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a good thing. And now it is the chiefs and the shamans' turns, but you guys are now around the corner into the tunnel, down through the dark, and you've no idea what they're doing, and you go out of initiative.
Sweet.
Woo.
And on the
Okay.
other side, Cross and Aramiel.
Hello.
Hello. As you are moving into the dark, you start to roll me a listen check again.
Hey, way better this time. What is listen on?
That's a 10 total.
Okay.
You said listen check? Where's
It's
that?
Uh-huh.
basically perception.
It's just perception. It's the same thing.
There's not a listen check
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
All right. All right. Cross, you're busy kind of listening around you as you're and focusing on just getting down this thing and navigating the dark tunnel with your torch and not, but Aramiel, you hear ahead of you, kind of at a little bit of a distance, a familiar shout. And it says, what did you say, Orkilia?
Yeah, you
Orkilia's-
gotta run and take care of your ooze, you ugly creatures of the gross.
Yeah, much like that. That's what you hear. But it's at a distance down the tunnel, definitely Orkilia's voice.
Wow. So it's been a minute since I've seen Orkilia. Somebody yell, is Cross ahead of me at this time?
You're both there kind of running. He's kind of keeping with you.
I'm
That's
keeping
fine.
pace with you because
Yeah.
I technically am faster than you.
You know, you're not wrong. But no, somebody's going to look over at Cross and go, Cross, can you hear Orkilia ahead of us? I hear.
Can I make, do I get to
That's
make
what I-
another listen check after that?
You can make
Okay.
another listen check. Yes.
It's 14 plus 7, 21.
Okay. At 21, you cannot hear her voice because she only said the one thing and she's not talking anymore. But you do hear movement further down the tunnel. Seems like it's at a distance, but not too far of a distance.
All right. He just kind of gives him a nod and kind of picks up the pace almost slightly.
Okay. And the two
Fair.
gentlemen run into the dark. And it takes a few moments, several minutes. You get the feeling that the tunnel is not short. But you get there, and ladies, roll me a listen check.
That would be perception, right?
Yes, indeed, all of you. And you can all come back in. Jasmine, Penny, and Orkilia.
Oh.
We'll see how that works.
That is a 22.
I got
Okay.
a 12. I'm busy.
Uh-huh.
I got a 18.
Okay, so Orkilia and Penny.
I was too proud of myself with the prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and so Jasmine, you're kind of paying attention behind you. Is anything coming up behind you?
Mhm.
Orkilia and Penny, you're paying attention ahead of you. Where are we going and what are we going into? And you hear movement coming down the tunnel towards you from the other side, the direction that you're heading.
You better not be more gnomes. We kicked the last gnome's asses. We'll kick yours.
We kicked asses.
You guys both hear that.
Tanya, just so you know, she can actually understand what the gnomes are saying.
Oh, okay. All righty then.
I mean, for what it's worth. I don't know.
Okay,
if it'll-
well, that's with the tongues and stuff. What you got in the room was a lot about the god.
Okay.
But there wasn't a lot of talking after the thing got knocked over and the ooze started attacking.
Yeah.
So that's
Was
what you've
that
got
answering
so
scream to Orkilia's taunt? Was like that an actual, like, he said something, or was that just a scream?
far. It was actually along the lines of, "The god will get you."
Oh, okay. So nothing I want to relate.
Oh, maybe not.
No, it's okay. I don't need to know
Okay.
gnomish swearing.
So, and Cross and Ramiel, you heard Orkilia's voice, clear as a bell. It's clear that they're coming towards you as you're coming towards them. And there's a good chance that you guys are going to meet in the middle here in just a second. Just a second.
gonna
Just
pass
oh my God, there everybody is.
Cool.
As you
Oh,
guys
good,
come
you
around the
guys.
corner, there's Cross and Ramiel looking kind of frantic. On the other side, you see Orkilia, Penny, and Jasmine. Orkilia is carrying Penny.
Hi.
Her always.
Again. Jasmine and Penny are both holding lights. So now we've got 3 lights. It's a very bright tunnel at this point.
Hi.
You guys note that Grim is not there.
Yeah. Where is he? Grim, where is he?
He's dealing with an issue. He's got it. He's going to be fine. What did you do?
We also dealt with an issue. We got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's
like
where
now.
Grim is. Let's go.
All right.
Moving.
Statue.
So we just
Creepy.
we're just go back the other direction.
Back the other way.
Okay, and you head back towards Grim.
Just about
Okay,
face.
back the tunnel. It's going to take a moment there. And so let's go find out what Grim's doing while you guys are running down the tunnel.
Well, I imagine Grim is pulling tiny little arrows out of himself and
Yeah.
and trying to put his clothes on as he goes into the tunnel.
Okay, as you go into the tunnel. So that's what you do. You're pulling arrows, you putting your clothes on. As you go into the tunnel, do you look back to see what the gnomes or anything are doing, or you're still hearing the sound of debris falling from the ceiling behind you?
I glance back to see if I'm being followed.
Okay. You glance back and yes, indeed, especially once you change to human, you hear, as soon as you change to human, you hear like, and the sounds of now, because you flew over here, it's going to take them a while to get to you. So you can get into the tunnel easily ahead of them.
Okay.
But there are at least some of them pursuing.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll just put the boots on and I'll start running
Okay.
because I don't want to waste time.
Okay. All right. So you put the boots on and you begin running. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, that is a 17.
All right. A 17. As you begin running into the tunnel, you hear a loud bang, or not even it's not a bang. It's like a crunch. You hear the crunching of like wood and stuff, and then another behind you.
I look back.
Okay, you look back, and what you see as just before you're going to turn the corner in the tunnel and not be able to see back into the room, just for your your small perception of the circular tunnel view, it's kind of like a nice little frame to start seeing larger rocks falling from the ceiling. And you get the feeling that the sound that you heard was one of them crushing one of these huts. And yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, except that is the path out.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to find another path.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
So you run into the dark?
Yes.
Okay, so you run into the dark. So back further in the tunnel, Cross, Ramiel, Orkelia, Penny, and Jasmine. Are you chatting or anything, or are you just
No,
moving to get the hell out?
I'm
We're
gonna
getting
do.
the hell out.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's any like drawings on the cave walls, if there's any place that looks familiar to me here or anything?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you can do a perception check.
Yeah. Just to see if I got anything. Ooh.
While she's doing that, I'll at least do a perception check to see if we're going the right way, or at least the same way that we came in.
Okay. You don't even need to do that. Because there is only one way. There are no branching paths on this tunnel.
Excellent. 25.
Okay. There are actually some slight, really rough, like stick figures carved way down by the floor. I mean, by 2 foot tall things. So, which is why you guys missed them initially, because they're just way down there.
We were in bags too.
Yeah. Well, no, you were just being rolled along on little, like, rolly sticks.
That's true.
So, and they're a lot like the old cave paintings of, like, natives fighting the buffalo and stuff, except the small figures, what they are fighting is actually what looks like tall figures with pointy ears, or at least taller than them. And then, and you're kind of going backwards through the story as you're heading out and stuff. So what you first see is the small figures fighting with, like, these bent tusked figures. And then as you move along, the tusked figures are getting taller and taller and standing more upright, and then their ears are getting more pointy. So it's a perception of, like, there's the fighting, but the thing that they're fighting is changing and becoming more hunched and more tusked and maybe more feral looking. Now, this could be an animal. I mean, these are really rough drawings. This could be a person. This could be elves. You don't know. But that's what you get from that little bit as you're going along. There's not really any more story than that.
So it seems like what it is that the humanoid creatures are turning into animalistic creatures.
Yes.
Okay.
It's back in time, since we're seeing it from the end backwards. So if we were to watch it or to look at it in, like, actual historical time, they would go from being hunched to no longer hunched.
No, it's the other way around. They would go from being tall to being hunched at the end.
In the actual history, not the way we're looking at it.
Right.
Okay, because you first described it as tall-eared creatures, and then you said they're getting more hunched. So I'm like, well, then if we're looking at it backwards, then they were hunched and got tall, but no, they were tall and got hunched.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So, and as you begin to get further back towards the direction that you came from, everybody roll me as listen check, perception.
Ooh, that is a dirty 20.
I got an 11.
I got a 9.
12.
I got a rock.
I got 17.
You got 17? Okay. Orkilia?
Easy math.
It was a dirty 20.
Yeah, you can hear the direction that you're going. What sounds kind of like roaring, but not really. It's
That's
kind
what
of
Graham-
awkward. Yeah. But it's not, but it's got a kind of a hard sound to it, and like it's muffled with other things. But you can hear it up ahead where you're going. And as you guys begin to get closer to that and closer to that, it gets louder and it gets louder.
Do the rest of us hear it now?
Until eventually, yes, the rest of you can absolutely hear it. It does not, as you get closer, you realize it's not roaring, it's banging, sort of. And you're like, what the hell is that? And then out of the dark steps a familiar figure. And he looks rather
Naked.
punctured. No, he's got dressed. He got dressed.
Oh,
But
I
he
thought
does
he
look
just put
very-
his boots on.
No, he
Yeah.
put his
That's what I thought too.
He's
We're gonna see a
running down
booted-
naked with boots. Okay.
That's what I thought he was doing.
well, that would
Again,
be
I state priorities.
I thought he was like, I put my boots on and I go. And I'm like, all right,
That's-
he's
thought that's
running
what I
naked
did.
with the boots.
That's what I was thinking. He didn't waste any time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, no pants.
And Grim doesn't care.
No, Grim doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But he definitely looks rather punctured,
He's like bleeding.
bleeding pretty severely, actually. And the more that you're going, Grim, the more it hurts. You know, just like running when you're wounded like that. Yeah, I mean, you took 100 and however much, or not
I
quite. You
took,
took 75 something points of damage.
75.
Yeah.
Um,
And so it's looking pretty, and it hurts more. And the more you're moving, you're like going, ow, you've never been injured like this before.
He probably is just confused about it,
Mhm.
and he'll just try and keep going. until
Okay.
he sees them, and then be like, "Oh, is everyone okay?"
And I'm
Box.
still holding Penny, and so I will run up to him and just like turn a penny around.
Fix him.
Probably collapse to his knees, and he's just dripping.
With blood.
Can I try to I have box. Put us in the box. Box. We need to be in the box.
Right. There's food.
Okay. Yeah.
I opened the box.
Okay,
Got
I'm
the
gonna
box,
grab
so.
him and I'm gonna take his hand and I'm gonna go in the box with him.
Okay.
I'm pretty hurt too, so we're both in the box.
Okay. Poof. They disappear into the box. For once, Ramiel did not go in the box.
I'm looking at that box like, you keep that thing away from me.
Oh.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
roaring that you hear, of course, nobody asked him.
Is
what was
that
going
from
on
the
behind
way
him.
we were supposed to go out?
Yes.
Yeah.
That could be bad. That could be really bad.
What's the other direction?
Yeah. I'm with you on the bad front, but also like, I don't know, perception up and let's fucking move.
I'm
This-
fine with that.
The ceiling was kind of coming down. So
Can we pick our way around it to
Maybe we
get
can
out?
go through the ceiling.
Maybe. Might be
How?
climbable.
Climb.
If there's a hole, we'll have to see. We need to be closer.
all right, what's the other direction? Is there a way out that way?
Nope.
No.
Bunch of ooze and a bad statue.
And there's a very mad shaman and a very mad tribal leader of some kind. I don't
Well,
think
I
we
said
want
some
to.
very choice words too.
And yeah,
we heard
so
them.
That's all we can do. All right, let's go this way. And he just starts going.
Hey.
Okay. You guys begin running back to the entrance, and it doesn't take very many minutes, but as you get, it's louder and it gets louder. And you know the sound that an avalanche makes?
Oh, great.
That's what this sounds like. And as you get to the edge of the tunnel, you'll notice that it's beginning to fill with stone and debris, and you can look and you see, and it's like every post-apocalyptic movie ever. You can see what's left of the village there in the center. It's not completely caved in yet, but it's coming down in big all over the place and stuff. And the only exit that you're aware of is way on the other side of that.
Is there a way to like maneuver our way specifically along the wall to avoid as much cave in as possible?
Absolutely. You think anyway, it will take a lot longer.
So the whole
We've got to try.
whole of the cave isn't blocked, I guess.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, cave-ins can take a while, especially something this big.
Yeah, going around the
yeah.
edge seems like
So
the way to go.
Yeah, let's go around the edge and avoid it as much as we can.
Okay.
Cross is gonna stop and he's gonna look at everybody and he's gonna be like, do you all trust me?
Are you talking about putting us in the box again? Because
Cross.
really would prefer not.
You have to give me something. You have to give me something.
I'm
Somebody got in that box.
I'm faster. I can avoid things. If you trust me,
Oh.
I can get us there.
He's got a point.
He does have a point.
You know, he normally does. It's one of the things that really.
You're welcome to take your chance. It's just I think I can do this. I know I can do this.
Wait. If I cast Expeditious Retreat on him, will that help him?
On
Do I get to make a
Ramiel?
dash action as a bonus
Mhm.
action,
Yes.
or what is it? I can already do that.
It
And
should speed you up even more. It allows you to do double move. Hold on, when you cast the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take the dash action. Yeah,
Does it say as a bonus action, or does it just say I can use
as
the
a
dash
bonus
Oh,
action.
crap. I can already
Okay.
do that.
Yeah,
Wait,
on
should I
each of
cast?
your turns until the spell ends. Yeah. Okay.
You know, I could cast Aura of Protection on you before going in that box.
I would do that. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
What else
So-
you got? What do you anything else?
Enlarge, reduce. I don't think that's going to help
later.
you.
It'll be easier to hit, but I'll go faster.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't think
looking.
that's
But you
gonna
keep
help.
that one in your back pocket
got-
for later.
I got
Yeah.
lay on of hands, depending on how your health is, but yeah.
If I get in trouble, I'll open the box.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Back
Okay,
in the box.
back
All
in the
right.
box.
Everybody goes back
That
in the
pocket
box.
portal,
Yeah.
man.
Back in the box.
Yeah.
It's both frustrating and useful.
I'm just gonna like hard eye contact with Cross.
All right. They all go in the box. Poof, you're there.
And
And you're
am-
looking at, and the time it took to do that, more debris has fallen. Are you going to try and dash to the middle or along the edge?
how much longer will it take along the edge?
It's going to take you probably triple the amount of time to go around the edge.
He's gonna trust in his abilities to dodge, and he's just gonna. Does he? Or also, is there any gnomes visible?
Yes, there are actually. They were clearly advancing on the tunnel mouth. Some of them have been squished. Some of them are dodging the debris, just like you guys will be, or like you will be. But yes, there are a number of them. There's probably, you don't know, maybe 25, 30 of them there. Significantly reduced number.
Fuck. I don't want them to see me because I don't want to have to be dodging arrows and dodging rocks. I'm going to attempt to, before I exit the cave, I'm going to stealth. And I think because they can't see me yet, I think that's just automatic, or do I just roll just in case? Because then I wouldn't be looking for me because they wouldn't know I was there.
Right. You still need to roll just because when you step out, I mean, if you step on a rock or a rock hits you on the head, or, you know, there could be something.
Okay, I did. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. So poof, you
Very-
have stealth.
I'm very focused.
Yes. It's like, okay, you take a deep breath. And you step out into the cavern, and what do you do?
I'm making a beeline for the exit. I need to get the hell out of get everybody the hell out of here.
All right, beeline for the exit. You're going to need to roll me 10 dexterity saves to get across this with all of the falling debris and the stone and everything. So basically one for each move action. Well, but you're doing double. Okay.
I'm doing triple.
Triple. Okay. So let's make that 5 dexterity saves at DC 16. Should be pretty easy for Cross.
Well, you know, I could roll a 1.
Yes, you could.
That's a God damn it. That is another nat 20 for the first one.
All right. Yeah. It's like something from the best movies you've ever seen. It's like, you know,
Okay, here comes
and you
the
managed to
second.
maintain your.
The second is a 15 plus 13,
Okay.
28. Actually, it's only, these are dex saves, so that's plus 10. So that's just
Okay.
a 25.
Okay.
All right. Third is a, holy shit, that still passes. I rolled a 4. That's
Okay.
a plus 13. That's a 17.
No, wait, no. Remember, it's
Oh,
only a
wait.
plus 10.
That is correct. Shoot, I'm thinking it's, yeah.
Yep. So you take 1 hit. Okay. The first one, you dash into your stealth as secret as you can. You know that the weight of all of this party is on your back in that box. You dodge forward and it's like, you know, man, that's a dodgy truck. Individually, it's like, oh my God, this is so easy. The second little bit, you're like, there's a crushed building ahead of you, and you vault over it, managing to avoid where the timbers collapse in the middle, and you're getting so pleased with yourself. And the third one, you're like, hoo ha ha. And a rock hits you right on the head. What is your AC?
18.
Okay, yes, indeed it does. For 14 points of damage.
Cool. Ow.
Okay, roll me your next dexterity save. That hurt. That staggers you just a little bit. So, this
there's
next one.
entreats. Hold on. What's return bonus? Okay, I can't do that one. If I get in really bad restraints, I'll have to second wind it. But all right, next one. That's a 14 plus 10, so that's a 24.
Okay, you managed to make it. You can see the entrance in sight, or the exit. It's partially blocked by cave-in, but you can see it. You could get through. One more roll. You're almost there.
Last one. That's another 14. No, that's 11. But still, that's a 21.
Okay. And the last little bit that you can feel the whole thing really as you get towards the end, the sound grows faster as one of the big sections of the ceiling finally pulls loose because all the stuff holding it in place is gone. And it's like that Titanic groan of, I wish I could do that with my voice, but I'm not that good. You know, and the sound just builds and builds and builds, and it falls behind you, and it crushes everything. And the explosive blast just from the air, from such a huge displacement, pushes you almost against your will out of the room and into the tunnel of the exit. And you end up landing kind of almost on your face, but you're cross, so you catch yourself, and you are out of the room. Now you're just in the tunnel to get to there. How stable is that tunnel?
Can I make a survival check to find out?
Yes, you may.
So 13 plus 10, 23.
Okay. Not very stable, considering that that was stone. This is mostly dirt. The more of that comes down, the more of this is probably going to get shaken loose from the amount of movement.
All right. He thought about opening the box, but at this, he's like, nope, I still got more to go. And he kind of like catches himself and just propels himself forward after making that slight assessment and just keeps going.
Okay. All right. You keep going. You keep running. Roll me 2 more dexterity saves.
Fuck. That is a nat 1.
That is a nat 1.
That is a natural 1. That is still a 11, but
Mhm.
it's a nat 1.
But it is a nat 1. Okay, and you're running and you could feel the dirt starting to patter around you as the tunnel begins to be affected by the amount of shaking. The footing is uneven because the whole ground, it's almost like an earthquake, but it's an earthquake that's being started from above instead of below. And you run and you run and you run and just as you're almost there, you can feel the fresh air on your face. And a root pulls out and catches your foot and you fall. High or low?
Low.
I rolled a 2. Lucky cross is once again lucky. The dirt begins to come down on you and you're starting to become buried. And it's like, oh my God, it's the weight as you're fighting yourself forward. Roll me 1 more dexterity save.
12 plus 10, 22.
Okay. All right. So you're fighting yourself for you've fallen. You almost didn't make it. You were almost buried. You've got blood obscuring your vision from where that very large rock hit you on the head. But you managed to claw your way out of the cave mouth at the last bit as it crumbles behind you and is sealed.
And as at the instant he's out of the cave, he's opening the box just in case something else happens, because everybody's basically like if he doesn't open it, who's going to?
Yep.
The next
Okay.
adventurer.
Okay, as you crawl your way out of the cave, it's like shaking in the dirt off of your feet.
Oh no, he's still like crawling. Like it's like touchdown.
Yeah.
Like he like arm outstretched and just opens the box.
Okay,
He's
you
not even
open the
taking
box.
time.
Okay, down inside the box. Let's go inside the box for a little minute and get you caught up. Hello. So you're all inside the box. Inside the box, everything seems fine. Oh, there's food. Grim, your cavern and your little mini hoard is in here, but you're kind of looking like you don't feel very good. Penny, you're in there, and the components. Oh my God, the teenager. He comes running over. Now it's not very far, but it's only a few steps, but those are run steps. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, buddy, hey.
Just a big old hug.
Oh, and he doesn't quite know about hug or anything like that, but his little twisted, scarred form, like just totally like buries itself in your chest and just sits there for a moment.
Oh, my little dude.
Yeah.
What a great kid. We like this guy.
Yeah, the child was crying. You can see it on his face at some point. He's not crying now. Instead, he's looking at you, but he was crying for a minute somewhere, somehow, for some reason. You're not sure why, because something's happened. Auntie Mog is sitting up, looking a lot more sober than she did before. Like, all right, then, what's all this now?
Well, we got put back in the box so Cross could do his cross thing. Can we all check on Grim real quick? And
can I pick up the teenager?
Oh, absolutely. He's a scrawny bag of bones.
Great.
They don't feed him while there.
Just a trade-off. I don't have a penny. I now have a teenager. And I'm gonna walk over to Grim and be like, "Hey, man."
And he coughs up a little blood.
Oh, okay. Let's sit you down. I'm gonna put you down for like just a second, but you're welcome to like stick around.
I'm gonna try and do a medicine check just because I don't have any spells at all except for cantrips, so I can't heal him unless I can give him a medicine check, and then I need like 4 hours to meditate, and then I'll be able to heal him.
Mechanically, I can. Orchilea doesn't know this, so it's gonna be a moment where she figures that shit out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sort of. So yeah, I'm putting my baby down, and just okay. What hurts most?
He takes his armor off, and it just kind of clangs on the ground, and you can see like he's just a pincushion.
He has 75 arrow wounds. They're
Okay.
small, but there's a lot of them.
Okay.
They shot me.
A lot. They shot you a lot. Okay, let's lay you down over here. Can someone just make some a quick plate of food? He's real good at food.
You look over and you see Penny with with both arms full of stuff, and she's like just grabbing things and coming over with it.
All right. You start eating. Hold on. Let me just like look. I start digging through my rucksack. I think I probably have some like needle and thread or something.
Okay.
And I'll
also-
just start.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna just be ripping off pieces of the thing, and on the smaller ones, just like trying to help.
So what I'm going to be doing is the slashes that are like more gapey.
Mhm.
I don't have anything to numb you, but this should help. Okay. And I start sewing up the wounds.
Ow.
And while I'm sewing, just like piece by piece, is how he's going to start getting some cure wounds here.
Okay.
I also still have my lay on of hands, so I'm gonna come over.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna come over and use this. I have 30 points I can use. I should
Oh.
probably use all 30.
Yeah,
of
you
them.
should absolutely. You can use that like actually do that while I'm doing this.
Well, and
Yeah,
Grim and
absolutely.
Penny are both pretty wounded.
Yes,
Penny's
but
not complaining about it
So
yet,
that's
though.
okay.
Yeah.
So like half and half.
yeah.
But do it all on Grim. He has a lot more hit points than me, so he'll
Yeah,
be a
but
lot
we also
easier to
need
heal.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
well, I mean-
we need you for a lot.
We need both of them.
Oh, so
Mhm.
this is in character.
That's
How
right,
do you
that's what I'm saying.
express this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
yeah.
was so tired.
I know. Don't worry about it. You don't need to speak or anything. You saved a bunch of us today.
Penny hugs you, Grim.
You did real great.
It was
Like, we
only
couldn't-
200 or so.
That's a lot of shit to go through, man.
That's too many arrows, mate.
I think I knocked down the cave.
You did real good. That cave is coming on down.
I'm sorry.
No, they were
No one's-
assholes. Knock it
No
down.
one's coming after us.
There's also
Wait.
that.
Wait, Grim, you knocked down the cave?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
hang
real
on.
damagey.
Yeah, give me 1 second, and I'm gonna put my hands on both Grim and Penny,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do, let's do like 20 and 10, because Grim is like real hurt. So I'm gonna do 20 on Grim, 10 on Penny. Is that kosher?
Okay. And what you guys see is a Ramiel. He stands there and he reaches out and he's quiet for just a second. And it's almost like a little glow from a Ramiel, and you feel better. Grim takes 20 points of healing and Penny takes 10.
And while that healing is happening, mine does too.
Yes. And how much is your healing there,
Uh,
Achilles?
12.
As she's like sewing at you?
You get 12.
So I get 32
Nice.
total.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, I am back up to 47. Okay. And,
You need a lot more.
oh, I'm still below half.
Okay.
But I can sleep.
Oh yeah, we could do it. We can make you sleep. Never mind.
And in fact, like, Grim will probably just be like, oh, that feels so nice.
Fall asleep.
Falls asleep on the couch right there.
I'm gonna like check his pulse.
Little dragon.
Jasmine, you've never seen anything
and
like what a
see.
Ramiel just did.
All right.
It's
Sort of. Didn't the
it was magic.
the headmaster do
not like
something
this.
like that?
Not like this.
Hmm.
This
Okay.
was a different kind of a thing. This was the glow of, I don't know. It was like like a righteous glow. It
Okay.
was odd.
She's keeping back because she
Mhm.
doesn't have anything that can help here, and she doesn't want to get in the way, and she doesn't know all these people as well as they seem to know each other, so she's keeping a little away.
Penny starts like tapping his head, and like as he's falling asleep, it's like, hush, little dragon, sleep and get better.
Orkelia just Orkelia puts her hand over Penny's mouth.
Because I'm right there.
Yes. So
Um,
Ramiel, roll me an insight check to see if you even catch that at all.
Please, come on, dear the God. 18 on the die. Say
Well,
21.
Okay,
Penny's
so you
singing
did
a
hear that.
song, So
But you did hear that. That's why I said insight instead of listen.
but yeah,
Is
so
there's something about that.
maybe
The fact that Orkelia came and put her hand over their mouth.
to do
That's
this,
kind of
let me continue. Hold on.
I mean,
Because this
Penny-
would cover it up so fast. It's like,
Hey, let's let him sleep. Let's be quiet. Let him sleep it off.
Orkelia, what does everybody know that I don't? Something I'm missing? What was that?
Oh, I mean,
need-
people know lots of things you don't. I know people know lots of things I don't.
No, I am becoming increasingly frustrated.
Oh,
He's-
that sounds like a bummer.
he's
What
he's
is Grim?
our-
How did he destroy a cavern? He is not who he seems. What is he?
I mean, are
he's
you
our
what you seem?
dragon friend.
Shush, Penny.
What?
Shush.
I don't know. Why? I was quiet.
Aramiel, when you
Okay,
are on
yeah.
a need to know basis of lots of things, you will know what you need to know. In the same vein that I did not go around telling everybody your secrets.
Ooh, you have secrets?
Well, for instance, what you just did with that healing was quite something. I've never seen that before.
Grim needed me. Look at him. He.
Oh, well done.
I don't know what happened in there, but he maybe saved my life. So
He probably saved all of us. Yes. No, I was not disputing that you didn't do something that was right. Don't get me wrong. I was just curious as to how you did that because it looked very interesting. And I haven't seen anyone else do magic like that.
well, I can heal people. I can do many things.
Very handy.
That's one of them. Crap.
I'm gonna go find a blanket.
It's easy to do. There.
Yeah, and I'll put it over. I'll find him. I'll put it over, and then I'll be like, hey, Penny, why don't you come over with me for a little bit? Let's go play with the closet for a second.
Okay. You can see that Penny's starting to get really like herself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring Penny over to have a private conversation, and then I will find another couch or a bed or something to also put Penny to bed.
Okay.
Penny's probably gonna curl up right on the floor just because that's what she's used to.
Also, because they're having a lovely conversation, so I'd like them to continue having their lovely conversation.
Okay. So Penny and Orkelia kind of slip off
Penny's in
back towards the well. You're all still in the same room, but it's clear that they're trying to have a private conversation while you two are having a private conversation.
It wasn't private.
Yeah. They've made it that way by
But
leading
yeah,
the
we've
conversation.
left you
Okay.
alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jasmine has no idea where she fits in with all of this. Like, this is just, she was originally basically kidnapped and put in this box.
Yep.
Oh, you're telling me.
Yeah. Yes. We have something in common. Yes. There you go. Yeah.
You have PTBD as well.
Well done.
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
I draw my power from the goddess Nexus.
Oh.
What god do you worship?
At this point, none.
I like the look of
Well,
Yeah.
Judgment in her face.
If you're in the market.
Am I buying what you're selling?
I mean, you saw
Um,
what I could do with my hands. You know, it didn't suck.
no, that didn't suck. Okay. No, I haven't had much to do with gods, actually. I haven't seen much in this world that has made me believe that they do much except for what you just did. So yeah. Yeah.
So,
The happiest I've ever been was in that village that was destroyed.
well, that story's officially tragic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, where do you come from? Actually, Jasmine, I know very little of you. You're new to this, and you were kind of kidnapped in a similar fashion that I was not too long ago. But I joined this crew willingly. It seems like you are here, not of your own fruition.
Well, not exactly unwillingly, I would say. I mean, I am happy to help. And it wasn't like I could stay behind in the village. That village was destroyed. And I did kind of cause some issues for the village elder. And so probably it was better that I left with you guys as opposed to, I don't know how they would have felt about that. I did spend most of my time there hiding my magic. So,
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Around
Why?
there, they don't tend to look very kindly on it. Even the village elder he sort of held back a lot of what he could do as well. I hadn't seen him use any of his healing magic until right before we left the village.
Really? So this is
Although
all.
I suspect when I arrived in the village, he used some of that on me, thankfully. So, yeah.
So a lifesaver indeed.
Oh, yes. And a good man. And his son was a good man too. But
I wonder if we could have saved that village. I was put in a box and removed from the equation. And it was like right after I told the village people that we were there to help.
well, we
And
did.
then
You didn't lie to them. We did.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know
they
that
were
until just now.
they were evacuated. They went
Good.
in boats, which was good for them because they know how to use those boats and they could get somewhere safe, hopefully. But that green stuff, whatever that is, I have never seen anything like it in all my life, and it is continuing to creep closer to more civilization, I'm assuming, unless someone stops it. So
It's a horrible, horrible, evil thing.
what
Whatever
is
you do,
it?
I don't know. But
Where
I've
did
had
it
it
come
touch
from?
me. It seems to have come from the north, but whatever you do, don't let it touch you. It's a horrible, horrible, evil feeling.
Oh, well,
And
no.
and I still don't know what we're gonna do about it.
Well, I guess that's what this is all about, isn't it? Stopping
Yeah.
it?
Absolutely.
Well, in that case, then I guess I'm here to help.
Same.
Don't know what else to do other than bide my time in the box.
And then I'm going to check up. I'm going to look up to see if the cloud has changed because.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we're going to
I
go
guess-
back over to Penny and Orkilia while you're doing that.
Okay.
And get them caught up to where you guys are. Timely.
He's in trouble.
And he's in trouble. Well,
yeah, I go straight to the closet and like just open the closet and then close it and then open it and close it, and it's just like a lot of like what is my brain thinking. So you open it, I open it, and there's like a rainbow feather boa, and I close it and I open it, and it's like, here's 3 sequin top hats. And I open it and close it. And it's just a a lot of circus clothes.
Like wonderful bardic clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I open it and there's like a dragon scale looking kind of leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And that one gets slammed shut real fast. And that's when I just and turn to Penny.
Okay. So, you know a very big secret that cannot be shared with anybody right now. Mostly because it's not our secret to share. Does that make sense?
What's
A secret? That's fair.
That's when I'll kneel down.
A secret is a quiet thought that you keep either for yourself or for other people who don't necessarily want other people to know what they've entrusted you with.
Oh. So Grim
Mm-hmm.
is a quiet thought that shouldn't be shared.
Yeah, sort of. What he can do is
Okay. Like my dream.
your dream.
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, the benefit of having your own secrets is that if you want to share them, you're welcome to whenever you want to, because it's yours. So you have the ability to give away what you want.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to tell me about your dream? I don't really know what to do with that answer.
I'm tired.
Okay. Well, let's get you a little place to nap, and then you can feel better, and then you can feel better, and we can figure out if we're going to get out of this box anytime soon.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
So then couch, yet another blanket. This
Right.
one is like pink and super fluffy.
Penny wraps it all around herself so you can barely see her face in it, like
Perfect.
the Penny,
Like
the,
this little-
the pink fluffy, the cocoon.
You get nose booped.
Okay. You rest. I'm going to go check out what they're talking about, and you
Penny's
just
gonna
keep it.
like toddle over to in like wrapped up in this blanket. She's gonna toddle over to where Grim is and like sit right next to him and just
Cute.
meditate.
While they're napping, I'll visit with our
Okay.
friends and
Okay, and as you turn around to see them, you realize that they're having, you noted when you first walked away that the conversation was fairly awkward, but now it seems to be fairly serious. Do you listen before you go over it all, or?
if they're clearly having a good convo, Orkelia has watched stuff happen before. She's not gonna interrupt that. So yeah, she'll just go hang by Auntie Mog, and eventually, if we have time on our hands, she's gonna need a nap too. But she's also keeping an eye out for Cloud Change.
Yeah, okay. You go sit down by Auntie Mog, and she's like, oh, she reaches over and touches your hand. Oh, there's me girl. Are you doing okay? It seems like there's serious things happening here.
Define okay.
Well, you're alive, or you wouldn't be sussy.
That's fair.
Yeah,
So I
here,
guess by that definition, I'm fine.
here, have a little drink and tell Auntie Mog all about it.
Okay. So
And she hands you a thing and you're like, and you just get ready to start when you, Jasmine, and Aramiel all see the mist color change to show that the box is now open.
All right, hold that thought. We got to go back up there.
Okay. Aramiel and Jasmine, do you go up as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get me out of
Get
the
out of
box.
this box. Yeah. You can't.
Okay. So you come out of the box, poof, and what you see is Cross on his hands and knees, one hand almost prone, one hand outstretched where he's tossed the box lid open, blood running down the side of his face, covered in dirt, rocks still kind of caught in the things of his pants,
Oh.
but alive and awake. And that's where we're ending the game tonight.
Son of a bitch.
Right.
At least we ended out of the box.
You ended
Just
out
got
of the
here.
box.
We ended out of the box.
Great. Oh my
Get
god.
out of the box.
Out of the box.
Oh,
Like
poor
the first
Rob.
time, it's like the first time in 7 streams I've been out of the box.
Oh my god. Oh,
Poor Rob.
Oh.
Bummer.
First
But we
was
did it.
Penny.
Anyways,
then it
we
was
did
Cross.
We're
yeah.
alive.
Swear to
And there you
God.
go. Thank you,
alive.
everybody, for
Anyways.
joining us.
Thanks,
Yes,
They
everyone.
made it out of the realm of the cannibal barbarian gnomes.
Yay!
They won't
Everybody
be
would think.
bothering us anytime soon.
Oh, man.
There is no more realm
Yeah.
of the gnomes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know because
So-
some ran before you collapsed the ceiling there, Graham.
Yeah,
remember?
I feel like we've just made a whole cult of gnomes very against us.
Oh no!
Or very afraid.
They'll send out like things of, holy pogroms after you guys.
Okay,
Well,
we all
they'll
have
just-
to learn to growl like a dragon.
On it.
That'll,
There'll
that
be
can work.
legends
On
told
it.
from
We just have
generations
to.
from now
Yeah.
in this barbarian community of just the tale of the of the traveler
The Red
who
Death.
just destroyed their home.
Yeah, the Red
Yeah.
Death. Yeah.
The Red Death.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Well, and hope that word does
See you
not
guys.
get back to the alchemy. Just
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
Well, it probably won't because the
Oh.
gnomes would be hunted down for components if they said anything. So
If the
Yeah.
miasma doesn't get them first.
Yeah.
True.
yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
True, we didn't
Yeah.
know. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.